The forest is a place of beauty and mystery, but it can also be a place of unspeakable terror. This is the story of the Forest of Lost Souls, a place where hikers go in but never come out. A group of friends, Emma, Chris, and Mia, decided to hike through the forest, unaware of its dark history. The forest was known for its towering trees and winding trails, but locals warned them to stay away. The forest has a way of keeping people, they said. The friends laughed it off, thinking it was just a silly superstition. But as they ventured deeper into the forest, the trees seemed to close in around them. The air grew colder, and the sounds of the forest faded into an eerie silence. At first, they thought they were just imagining things. But then, they began to notice strange symbols carved into the trees. The symbols seemed to pulse with a faint otherworldly light, and the air around them grew heavy with dread. Chris, the most adventurous of the group, decided to investigate. He followed the symbols deeper into the forest, ignoring Emma and Mia's pleas to turn back. When he didn't return, they went looking for him. What they found was something they'll never forget. Chris was standing in a clearing, his back to them. When they called out to him, he turned around, but his eyes were empty, his face pale and lifeless. He whispered, "The forest has me now," before collapsing to the ground. Panicked, Emma and Mia tried to leave, but the forest seemed to have other plans. The trails they had followed were gone, replaced by endless rows of trees. The symbols on the trees began to glow brighter, and the whispers started. The whispers weren't in any language they could understand, but they filled the air with a sense of dread. Emma and Mia ran, but no matter how far they went, they always ended up back in the same clearing. As night fell, the forest came alive. Shadows moved between the trees and the whispers grew louder. Mia swore she saw figures watching them from the darkness, their eyes glowing with an unnatural light. When they finally collapsed from exhaustion, they woke up in the middle of the night to find the forest silent once more. But they weren't alone. Chris was standing over them, his eyes still empty, his voice a hollow whisper. "You'll never leave," he said. The next morning, Emma and Mia woke up at the edge of the forest with no memory of how they got there. Chris was gone and the forest was silent. But sometimes late at night, they can still hear the whispers calling them back to the Forest of Lost Souls.